name's Darren Fink. I'm with Transfiguring Adoption. We're here to do a media review with you. Today we're not doing books or movies. We're actually going to be reviewing a card deck activity that just came in the mail from our friends at Jessica Kingsley Publishing. We're going to take a look at this. It's called a Therapeutic Treasure Deck of sentence completion and feelings cards. And let me read the back of the box here so you get an idea of what this activity is. The perfect tool to add to any therapeutic treasure box, this set of 68 cards provides a way to help open conversations and structure discussions with children and adolescents aged 6+. The treasure deck offers a fun, non-threatening way to support building understanding and forging relationships. It also provides a safe and powerful way for children and young people to articulate and make sense of their feelings, thoughts, experiences, and beliefs. The deck comes with two different types of cards, the feelings cards and the sentence completion cards, which can be used separately or together, and an accompanying booklet which provides a background to the therapeutic benefits, as well as a range of ideas for using the cards. Now, let me go through and say that what comes in this box is obviously, there's an instruction manual. Like it said, there's a booklet that tells you the benefits for why you would use this. It tells you different suggestions really on how to use the cards, and they ask you to think of your own creative ways to use the cards and to open up discussion and conversation. But yeah, it walks you through everything. So if you get this deck hoping to create conversation and discussion with your kids and you don't know where to begin, the booklet inside walks you straight through it, but you can also add and do whatever you need to, especially if you're a professional counselor or someone like that and you already have ideas of how you want to use it. I forgot to say that this deck is by Dr. Treisman. She's authored at least one book that I know of that actually accompanies this deck, but this is a standalone, so you don't need to have read the book before you use this. Like it said, there are two types of cards that this deck comes with. There are feelings cards and there are sentence completion cards. And what I enjoy about this is not only does it have text in here, but it also has some great illustrations to help you kind of walk through the feelings or the thoughts or ideas. So if you have a younger kiddo that can't read well, they can kind of get an idea of what you're talking about. If you have older kiddos that they can't articulate themselves very well, they're going to be able to get ideas of what things mean. Like we have scared, fearful with the feelings cards. Lonely, you really get the idea of what lonely is. And there's some really cool, like frustrated. It's not just the normal happy, angry, sad. There's frustrated, and it just has some great illustrations to go with it so that you get an idea of what that means. Like, what does frustrated mean? What does confused mean? There was one in here that surprised me. It was trapped. Because I think sometimes kids can feel trapped and they just don't know the word to say that they feel trapped, and they don't know how to get out of a situation or they just have that feeling like they can't go anywhere and they're isolated. So that's what came in the deck. The feelings cards are obviously to help promote and teach kids how to articulate their feelings and emotions. The sentence completion stack is to help start conversations or help them to get to articulate ideas and thoughts. Like this one says, I wish I ... I wish my ... But yeah, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit because Jasmine, who's in her final year of middle school right now, she took a look at these cards and really had some great thoughts on them. So can you speak loud to the camera and tell us what you were thinking?
Well, I thought that the cards were really useful because when I was less, I didn't trust him as much, I would...
Which I'm her adoptive father.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't share feelings or anything. I just keep it in, and then it would come out as fits of rage and stuff like that, and it was ugly. So these cards I think would have helped me talk about stuff, and that's a cute one. And the sentence starters, those would be really good for talking about past trauma and stuff.
Well, and I even noticed with the sentence completion cards, they have cards that are simple, like my favorite color is, different things, I wish, or just like different things that you might ask if you were just meeting someone for the first time and maybe starting a friendship. They have those type of introduction questions, but they also have ones that are a little bit more in depth, a little bit more like reflective, and you have to really think about it. Like, if I ruled the world, I would, and there's some other ones in here that I know. There was one like, if I could be someone else for a day, I would be, and they're just different things like that. Or this one, if I could click my fingers and travel to any place, I would go. There was another one that was talking about if I could go back to a particular point in time, it would be this, and it offers you, you know, the chance to ask the child, why would you go back to that point in time? So there's really a gamut here. I feel like even though it's age, you think it's good for ages 6+ too, right? Like the description said. I feel like you could really do good with teenagers on this too, because I know that we have actually a different set of cards that we have that show feelings and emotions, and I'm actually quite enjoying the sentence completion ones, and I enjoy the illustrations more on these than I do our other deck that we have. But I know even when we have foster kids in our house, if we leave the cards lying around, the feelings cards lying around, they'll actually just kind of pick them up, and we've had kids sought us out, and they're just kind of like, they'll come up to us with like 5 cards and go, I feel disappointed, like, and they won't even say disappointed, they'll just hold the card up and say, this is how I feel right now. And those are teenagers. I'm talking 16 years old, 16, 15 years old doing this. So I definitely feel like these cards are a great way for kids that might not know how to express their feelings because they haven't been in an environment which fosters that. It's a great way to get them to learn how to express themselves and advocate for themselves so that they're more successful in the future. Be sure, did you have anything else to say on this, by the way?
No, I've
said everything. Good. Definitely check out, we have more of a descriptive description and different things like that. We've graded these cards. You can check out the grade and see how much we think this is going to help your family and impact your family. And we also have a link for if you're interested in purchasing these cards. We have a purchase link on our website. Definitely go to transfiguringadoption.com. Check out our media review on that. We also have other book reviews for grown-ups and kids, movies, different things like that. Great tools that are going to help you to nurture and grow your foster adoptive family. We hope to see you there. We hope we're helping to nurture and grow your foster or adoptive family.